We live in a world that's full of smartphone offerings. Some are great at harnessing simplicity, others at being the best all-rounder. There are some that do a better job at addressing the audiophile and video creator, and then there are the phones that defy everyone at offering greatness for nearly half the price. So when Samsung claims that the new Galaxy Note is designed to do bigger things, a phone that's even priced on the premise that it can help you achieve more, well, that's kind of a tall order. The question is, can it really deliver? I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and let's find out with our Samsung Galaxy Note 8 review, brought to you by Dbrand. When Samsung created the phablet category with the Galaxy Note, the idea was to blur the lines between smartphone and tablet. Instead of buying two devices, why not just buy one that includes a smart stylus as a cherry topper? Fast forward to 2017, and even the die-hard naysayers have learned to admit that there is value in a more precise user interface. And what makes Samsung's approach special is that competitors still require you to buy a tablet for that experience, while the Note is a more portable and utilitarian approach. As such, the Galaxy Note 8 achieves the basic principle of being a gorgeous smartphone. The glass-on-glass finish and the aluminum trim sandwich perfectly to achieve an amazing feel in the hand. The sharper corners at the top and bottom evoke a more notepad feel, but the taller aspect ratio addresses the need of making it feel like a phone as well. At 6.3 inches diagonal, this is the largest display ever built into a Galaxy Note, with curves on the borders to create the infinity display effect that we've come to praise. With Super AMOLED technology, punchy saturation is a given, and at 1200 nits, this is the brightest experience you can get for direct sunlight. Its internals are the most powerful you can buy on a Galaxy as well. Our unlocked variant sports a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor, 6GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, and yes, this is the only portable notepad in the market that you can also get wet, and actually use while wet thanks to IP68 water and dust resistance. If you're a fan of black phones, this is as pitch dark as it gets, so prepare for the fingerprint reflections and smudges. The Orchid Gray color option will do a better job at addressing that, or do what we do and just let a Dbrand skin take care of that. And to get the obvious out of the way, you will hate the placement of the fingerprint scanner. Having the iris scanner set up as an alternative can be convenient, even though it can be unreliable in direct sunlight. Second, yes, this is not a one-handed phone no matter how large your hands are. Samsung bundles software to help you achieve quick reachability, but this is that one phone you actually want to be large the rest of the time. See, as a notepad replacement, you actually need the larger canvas to jot notes comfortably. Reachability is not the only thing this software does right. Samsung Experience 8.5 is designed around the operation of the S Pen. It is your surrogate mouse when you need it. It helps you glance at information without the need to select it. It helps you turn this phone into a notepad without even turning it on. And to be able to enjoy this experience, I would not install the third-party launcher if I were you. Our preview video goes into all the details of what the software can do. My final verdict is that Samsung has clearly stayed away from its gimmicky past. I simply love how App Pairs helps me launch my favorite combo of applications and how it's made the Edge display relevant to me. Secure Folder has killed my need to have a company phone than a personal phone, and no, I won't show you my personal conversations to prove it. But the combination that continuously makes the Galaxy Note my daily driver is how it blends with Microsoft tools. OneNote continues to be my favorite note-taking application, and to be able to scribble on my notes, sign documents on the fly, or doodle my Excel sheets is just priceless. Yes, these services work with your finger, but the precision provided by the S Pen has no room for comparison. And last but not least, this whole contextual approach of Bixby has really won me over lately. It definitely deserves a separate video, and we'll be working on that in the near future. I've been using the Galaxy Note 8 for nearly 2 weeks between New York City and San Diego, California. In typical Samsung fashion, phone calls are loud, and you can make them louder through software, and the speaker will also get the job done. Like, my only complaint is to have a single firing speaker on a phone this large. As immersive as this display can be, muffling the experience throws everything out the window for content consumption.
Conclusion from the Galaxy. Before, if you want that in-depth one.
Now, those 2 extra gigs of RAM have proven to be quite valuable with this phone. The experience is fluid 100% of the time, and your games will play without stutter no matter how much you try to tax this phone. And then the added bonus of Android 7.1.1 has actually brought some peace of mind when it comes to battery life. Those concerned with the smaller 3300 mAh power pack will be happy to see that this phone can actually get through a day of heavy use, and that's with the Gear S3 piggybacking on Bluetooth. No, this is not a phone that will get you beyond a day, and it's about my only complaint in making this fully replace an inanimate notepad. Also, in typical Samsung fashion, this camera is the best option you'll find when it comes to the whole zoom approach to photography. I was actually not a fan of portrait photos until I started using the Note 8, and it's not really because of the effect, but what I like the most is that you don't really have to stick with this photo. You can dial back the effect or switch it off. But hey, Juan is our expert, and his real camera review is already live. All I can say is that Samsung continues to surprise with one of the most reliable cameras in the business. Saturation and detail are a given, and manual controls always come to the rescue whenever you want to dial something down, which I use constantly with low-light photography. Samsung is also my favorite when it comes to selfie photos, though selfie video continues to be my pet peeve because of its horrible crop. I'd use video more for the primary shooter, though I join Juan in not liking the whole zoom control blended to the shutter button, even though the final experience in video is actually really good. To conclude, I think it's appropriate to recall on the Galaxy S8 as the best all-rounder. That phone that does the best in all scenarios. This means that the Galaxy Note 8 doesn't just achieve the same premise given its similarities, but actually allows you to do more. Whether doing more actually adds value to your day is really up to you, and we've tried to portray those differences as much as possible in our coverage. My needs have had me rely on Galaxy Note since its 2nd generation, and after a bitter year of time off with the Note 7 debacle, I'll gladly admit that this feels like coming home. Bottom line, you don't need an S Pen, and if you see things from that perspective, then coughing extra money for it might not be worth it for you. And let us know in the comments if you'd like a separate video for the S Pen just to help you decide. In all honesty, I don't use it all the time, but boy is it great to have it around every once in a while. The S Pen, along with the whole ensemble of features, makes the Galaxy Note stand apart as not just any phablet. I can definitely consider this a product on a category of its own, and I can easily recommend it as the best phablet of 2017. And folks, remember, you shouldn't settle for a smudge and fingerprint fest with your new Galaxy Note. Dbrand skins will eliminate those fingerprints and add some grip to your upcoming Galaxy Note 8, or any Galaxy phone for that matter. Check out dbrand.com/galaxy or visit the link in the description below to customize yours. And also remember, our Galaxy Note 8 coverage hasn't ended. We've got more comparisons in the pipeline, so make sure you follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel as well for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.